Funny story. What Tommy did to avoid wasting expiring medicine.
Tommy once tried to catch a cold on purpose, not by accident, not because he was bored. He did it because there was medicine in his house, and that medicine was about to expire. Yes, this really happened. And no, this story does not suddenly become smart or reasonable later on. If anything, it slowly goes in the opposite direction. If you knew Tommy, you knew one thing about him right away. He hated waste, not in a polite way, not in a quiet way. He hated it deeply and personally. Sales made him happy. Discounts made him excited. Coupons made him feel successful. Throwing things away, however, made him uncomfortable. It felt wrong to him, like throwing out money, time, and effort all at once. So when James drove over to Tommy's house one cold Saturday afternoon, he expected some jokes about sales, maybe a complaint about prices, but nothing too strange. He was wrong the moment he stepped inside. James had just closed the front door when a scream came from the back of the house. It wasn't short. It wasn't quiet. It was long, loud, and full of fear.
Ah, cold, cold, cold.
James froze in place. That was not the sound of someone enjoying a normal shower. It was the sound of regret happening in real time. James walked quickly down the hallway and stopped at the bathroom door.
Tommy,
He said loudly.
are you okay?
Inside, he heard fast breathing and shaking. A weak voice answered.
I'm okay. The water is just really cold.
Cold?
James frowned.
Why is the water cold? You have hot water. I was here last week.
There was a short pause, then Tommy spoke slowly, as if he wanted to make sure his idea sounded logical.
There is medicine in the house,
He said.
and it's going to expire soon.
So,
James asked.
So, I have to use it,
Tommy replied. Another pause.
and I have to get sick.
James did not say anything. He stared at the door, and for a moment, his brain simply shut down. At that moment, Tommy's wife Mary walked past the hallway holding a mug of hot tea. She did not look surprised. She did not rush toward the bathroom. She just sighed.
Oh, he's doing that again?
James turned to her.
again?
He asked.
This has happened before.
Mary nodded and gestured toward the couch.
Sit down.
She said.
It'll make more sense after a few stories.
James sat. Mary took a sip of tea before speaking.
Last month, milk was on sale.
She said.
Really on sale. Tommy had taken this very seriously. He brought home way too much.
Mary continued.
Much more than two people could drink. When the milk was about to expire, I suggested throwing some of it away. Tommy looked at me like I had suggested throwing cash in the trash. So instead,
Mary said,
he drank all of it himself. One bottle, then another, then another. For the next week.
She added.
Everything he did smelled terrible.
James shook his head.
That's disgusting.
Mary nodded.
And honestly, that was one of the better situations.
Mary leaned back.
Then there were the cough drops. They were close to expiring. The problem was simple. Tommy wasn't sick. And that bothered him.
Mary said.
So Tommy found a solution. He decided to sound sick. For 2 full days, he walked around the house coughing loudly on purpose. In the kitchen, in the living room, in the bedroom. He did it so often that I started to feel nervous. At one point,
She continued.
I honestly thought someone in the house was really sick. Like, very sick.
James laughed quietly. From the bathroom, Tommy screamed again. Mary sighed.
The worst one.
She said,
was the coupons. Tommy had found fast food coupons that expired that same day. He said letting them expire would be disrespectful,
Mary explained.
so he ordered 3 full meals for himself. He ate everything. Then he stood up slowly and said, "I'm way too full. I need to burn this food."
James blinked.
So he rented a bike
Mary continued,
and rode it for 2 hours. When Tommy finally came home, he laid down on the floor and did not move. I called his name. He blinked once.
James laughed.
This man needs help.
Mary replied calmly.
That's why I married him.
The bathroom door finally opened. Tommy walked out wrapped in a towel. He was pale and shaking.
I made a mistake.
He said quietly. James asked.
What kind of mistake?
Tommy looked down.
They weren't medicine.
He paused.
They were vitamins.
Mary stared at him.
So you nearly froze yourself. Because of vitamins?
Tommy nodded.
They were about to expire.
Tommy sat on the couch under 3 blankets. The room went silent. James finally tried to help.
If something expires,
He said.
sometimes it's okay to throw it away.
Tommy shook his head.
That's waste.
James replied.
You almost froze today.
Mary sighed loudly.
He turns down the heater. He turns off lights early. He counts shampoo.
James leaned back.
I need a break.
He said. Mary nodded.
So do I.
Mary placed the vitamin bottle on the table.
Please, just take one.
She said.
Like a normal person.
Tommy held the pill carefully. He swallowed.
That felt strange. Throwing the rest away feels illegal.
James smiled.
That's life.
James stood up and put on his shoes.
Promise me one thing.
He said. Tommy looked at him.
What?
No more cold showers.
James said. Tommy nodded.
Maybe.
Mary shouted from the kitchen.
No more silly ideas.
James left the house. Tommy sat under his blanket again. Outside, the wind was cold. Tommy smiled softly.
There will be a next time.
Mary answered from another room.
No, there will not.
Everyone knew who was probably right. Old habits die hard.